Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First down at their own 26-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
First down, here's Scatterboo. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Cam Scatterboo, 46 yards. And the Giants need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Darnold now to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I continue to go in that direction because right now they get the defense back on their heels.
Second and 9.
The play fake. Now it's Donald. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Yeah, Darnold's going to change the play. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Again, Darnold. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And the Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And once again, it's Scatterbo. Reaches the 27. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Stiff-armed him. Stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Another Giants first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. On his horse. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 96 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. An extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the returns. He'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, remember they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dart going to give the Scalaboo. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. From the gun, Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll start on the ground with Scalaboo. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second down and 8. To throw now, Dart. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Dart. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
A 44-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Going up top for Cup. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man.
and broke the play up.
Play action. It's Darnold. That is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
49-yard line.
Now Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
44-yard attempt.
And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before the break, Darnold. Man open left side, it's his running back with it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. And he'll get this out to about the 40. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. And they will take it on the second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have retaken a third-quarter lead. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
The score, Giants 17, Seahawks 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Kickoff for New York.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not even solved their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Now Darnold wants to change it up.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. A 5-yard gain gets him to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 58 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. Another extra point opportunity here. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Giants 17.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Kickoff for Seattle.
And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 14-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll shift things around. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An inside run with Scatterbo. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 on the Seahawks' 14-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Dart from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Giants! Theo Johnson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Seahawks 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 177 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw is Darnold. And he is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Open man right side is cut complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Darnold. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
To the left side, catch made by Royal. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
2nd down, goal to go. Darnold from the gun. He completes this to Walker. complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Myers' kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatterwood.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time, we're going for a solid game. You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
On the draw, it's Scatterwood. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A quick throw caught by Cup out wide. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he fires one incomplete.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a two-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Darden. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And in a spot like this, a tie game late, if you can hit on one of these home run balls, it could win you the ball game. But, boy, you run the risk of an interception, and that could be what loses you the game. So a lot riding on every play. That one, incomplete.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Giants.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
To the air once more is Darden. He'll dump this off to Scatterbury. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And it's caught by Johnson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A 53-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So the first crack here in overtime goes to the New York Giants as we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try to take the field goal out of it.
First down,
They'll run from the gun with Scatterbury. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
Throwing, dart. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck.
Picked off by Boyer Martha. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. And make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Darnold with his first throw of OT.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They have 206 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry him along.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now Darnold.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Darnold.
And Walker has it. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Whistles come in at a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes to the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.